What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with the Wraparound. We're going to be breaking down the NHL action going down on Sunday, April 6th, 2025. If you like this content, make sure you smash that thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. Let me know your NHL picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, including my daily $15 best bet, head to Pickdawgz.com. Click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. You know, we got a lot of action today. I've got an MLB 3-pack, NBA 3-pack, NHL 3-pack, and I got my MLB pick-off play for $15. So make sure that you jump on board. Remember to use the promo code PICK at checkout for 15% off your purchase. And we're here to talk about an 8-game NHL card on the board for Sunday's action. You know, lots of money to be made on the ice today, some tricky spots. We're going to talk about them, though. You know, we're coming down the stretch in the NHL. Got to try to sort through motivation spots and just who's sort of backpedaling into the playoffs, who's peaking at the right time. So let's not wait any longer. You guys know the drill. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's get into it. Our first game takes us to the UBS Arena where the New York Islanders take on the Washington Capitals. And for being this one, it's just simply a case of, for the most part, two teams headed in different directions. You have the Islanders, who've just been falling apart down the stretch. They did pick up a 3-1 win over Minnesota last time out, but prior to that, they had lost 6 in a row. The Washington Capitals, you know, have been on a tear this season. They're still one of the most consistent teams in the NHL overall this season. I think the Capitals keep it going here. They are still trying to lock up the President's Trophy, the Metro Division. So give me the Washington Capitals on the money line in this one. Now we head to the XL Energy Center for this matchup between the Minnesota Wild and the Dallas Stars. And, you know, the Minnesota Wild have started to fall apart as well down the stretch. This is a team that's now lost 4 in a row and 6 of 7. The Dallas Stars just had their win streak snapped with a loss to the Pittsburgh Penguins on Saturday. Even on a back-to-back on the road, I still trust them here. Jake Ottinger likely going to get the start here for Dallas after Casey DeSmith got the start on Saturday. And I think that the Stars just shut down the Wild here. They've owned the head-to-head matchup between these two teams, winning 8 of the last 9 head-to-head. So I'm going to roll with the Stars on the money line in this one. I think they take care of business on the road. Now we head to the Canadian Tire Center where the Ottawa Senators take on the Columbus Blue Jackets. And, you know, the Columbus Blue Jackets, if you follow the Wraparound, you know my thoughts on the Blue Jackets on the road. They're a solid team to back at home because of how much value they can bring us, but they're also a team that really struggles on the road, and we saw that in the first half of their back-to-back on Saturday as they were shut out by the Toronto Maple Leafs. And now all of a sudden, you know, the Columbus Blue Jackets find themselves in a tough spot trying to make the playoffs. You know, right now, Ottawa occupying the first wild card spot, and Columbus is still in the mix, but they're running out of steam. They're 6 games back of Montreal for that final spot with a game in hand, but I still think that Ottawa at home is just a tough task for the Blue Jackets to get past. So give me the Ottawa Senators on the money line in this one. Now we head to Little Caesars Arena for this matchup between the Detroit Red Wings and the Florida Panthers. And, you know, this is truly a coin flip, and the line has reflected that. But the thing is, I think I got to roll with the Panthers here, even though they have not looked good in a lot of their recent outings, because the Florida Panthers have owned the Detroit Red Wings in a lot of recent meetings. Now, I know Detroit won the first meeting between these two teams in Florida back on January 16th. But the thing is, you know, Detroit, even being at home where they have played their best, have been still very inconsistent. They've still dropped 6 of their last 10 games. The Florida Panthers, yeah, they've lost 4 in a row, and 3 of those, the last 3 have been on the road. But the Florida Panthers still need to keep winning to keep themselves in the mix in the Atlantic Division, trying to get home ice. I think just at the end of the day, what it boils down to is I trust the Panthers more in this spot. So probably one of my least favorite games on the board, but I'm going to lean towards the Panthers on the money line in this one. Now we head to the KeyBank Arena for this matchup between the Buffalo Sabres and the Boston Bruins. I gave the Boston Bruins, you know, a tongue lashing, and they decided to show up and snap a double-digit losing streak on Saturday by beating the Carolina Hurricanes. But realistically, I'm not going to continue back in this team. This is a battle so that both of these teams stay out of the basement of the Eastern Conference. And the Buffalo Sabres have owned the recent meetings between these two teams. I mean, they've won back-to-back meetings. Won 3-2 in overtime in Boston, and the last meeting in Buffalo was a 7-2 Sabres win. The Sabres have won 3 straight and 6 of 7. Said the Bruins have won one time in their last 11 games. So for me in this one, I think the Sabres are favored at home for a reason. I'm going to lean towards the Sabres on the money line. Maybe a regulation play as this line is starting to get a little bit out of hand, but it's only a lean because I don't want to lay this price with the Sabres, but I do think they get the win here. Now we head to the United Center for this matchup between the Chicago Blackhawks and the Pittsburgh Penguins. And same thing, I've been fading the Pittsburgh Penguins for the better part of the season. Like I said earlier, they got the win over the Dallas Stars, and that's all well and good for Pittsburgh. But the fact of the matter is that even though this team is still mathematically alive in the playoff race, I would say they're cooked. One more loss and they're done, and I think that loss comes here. The Chicago Blackhawks are just playing for pride at this point, and while they haven't necessarily been at their best, they're 1-8-1 in their last 10 games. For me, it's a fade of the Penguins who, at times have been able to step up to good teams, but play with their food a little bit and get caught with their pants down against bad teams. And I think that the Chicago Blackhawks, could sneak one out here. They're running out of chances to pick up a win the rest of the season. Like I said, they are at home where they have played their better hockey this season. So give me the Blackhawks on the money line in this one at some light plus money. Now we head to this matchup between the Nashville Predators and the Montreal Canadiens. And, again, a lot of this is sort of rinse and repeat of bits that you probably have heard all season long if you've been watching the Wraparound. The Nashville Predators have lost you more money than any team in the NHL this season. Now, granted, they have played their better hockey at home, but this is also a team that now just looks like they've also waved the white flag on the season. They're mailing it in. Yeah, they're 18-16-3 at home compared to 9-25-5 on the road. But the Preds have also lost 5 straight. They've scored 2 goals or less in 4 of those 5 games. Montreal picking up steam at the right time. They've won 4 straight, and while the last 3 have come at home, I think that's just given the Montreal Canadiens momentum and confidence to be able to go on the road and get a key win for their hopes of holding on to that second wild card spot in the Eastern Conference. They're 4 games clear of the Rangers right now, and a win here could potentially, give Montreal enough of a cushion that they could be able to hold on and ride it out here. So give me the Montreal Canadiens on the money line in this one. Now we head to our final game from the Rogers Arena where the Vancouver Canucks take on the Vegas Golden Knights. And, I have to go with the Vegas Golden Knights here because I don't love the Vancouver Canucks at home. Don't love this team on a back-to-back. Granted, don't love the Vegas Golden Knights on a back-to-back on the road either. But for me, it's the lesser of two evils. I just think the Vegas Golden Knights are the better team. They've had the upper hand on the Vancouver Canucks in a lot of the recent meetings. Now, the first 2 meetings were in Vegas earlier this season, but Vegas has still won 7 of their last 9 games. They've actually won 4 straight on the road, while Vancouver, they've split back-to-back home games, but for a team that, needs to do their best work on the road, they haven't necessarily been showing it as of late. Vancouver, 6 points out, so they are the more desperate team here with 6 games to play. But at a certain point, desperation can only do so much. You still got to be able to go out and execute, and I don't trust the Canucks to do that here. Give me the Vegas Golden Knights on the money line to round things out. That's it. That's all the NHL action for Sunday, April 6, 2025. Again, if you like this content, make sure you smash that thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. Let me know your NHL picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, including my daily $15 best bet, head to pickdawgz.com. Click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page, and remember to use the promo code PICK at checkout for 15% off your purchase. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys soon.